This is the AI News Flash for July 27th, 12 p.m. UTC. First up, Samsung Electronics and Broadcom have formally signed a Memorandum of Understanding to expand their partnership in AI memory and foundry services. Announced at an AI summit in San Francisco, the partnership is valued at more than $200 billion through 2030. Samsung will supply high-bandwidth memory for Broadcom's AI accelerators, and on the foundry side, will provide 2nm and below process technologies along with advanced 2.3D and 2.5D packaging for Broadcom products. Young Hyun-jun, Samsung's co-chief executive who leads the Device Solutions division, and Charlie Kawas, president of Broadcom's Semiconductor Solutions Group, signed on behalf of the two companies. A collaboration that had been reported for weeks has now moved into a formal written agreement. Next, China's Ministry of Commerce says it will take all necessary measures in response to a U.S. threat of sanctions against Chinese AI firms. The dispute stems from reports that the Trump administration is weighing sanctions over claims that Chinese companies improperly used OpenAI and Anthropic models to train their own systems through a technique known as model distillation. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent had said the United States would examine Chinese AI models for intellectual property theft. The ministry called the accusations a smear campaign lacking factual basis and legal support, describing them as typical acts of AI hegemony. It also argued that distillation is a widely used industry technique, and that American companies distill Chinese models in the same way. Third, HSBC announced it will establish a global AI center of excellence in Singapore. The center is set to open in the second half of 2026, and the bank will hire more than 100 AI specialists alongside about 100 wealth managers. Recruitment will span natural language processing, data science, AI governance, and human-centered design, with HSBC working alongside leading educational institutions and government bodies in Singapore to build talent pipelines. The center will initially focus on three areas: enhancing customer wealth conversations, introducing agentic treasury solutions, and developing AI-enabled digital payments. Group Chief Executive Georges El-Hedary said the bank will keep human judgment, decision-making, and accountability at the core. Fourth, researchers at Northeastern University report that 8 major AI chatbots still struggle badly with mental health conversations. The team tested sensitive questions across 16 mental health conditions and found that ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek each failed roughly 81% of the time. Anthropic's Claude performed best by most consistently refusing harmful prompts, with Grok matching that level. The researchers were able to obtain detailed information on illicit substance dosages, appetite suppression methods, and ways to conceal postpartum depression. Kansu Kanka, who directs responsible AI practice at the university, and her colleagues argue that safeguards built for suicide prevention need to extend to substance use, eating disorders, bipolar disorder, and other conditions. And finally, a growing number of people in China are licensing their own faces to AI-generated dramas. According to Rest of World, payments range from about $15 to $700, with Shenzhen-based Act ID offering 99 to 500 yuan per episode, and Chengdu-based Nuclaw setting a minimum of 500 yuan per image. The driver is the explosive growth of vertical short dramas, known as microdramas. More than 95% of the 128,000 microdramas released in China in the first quarter of 2026 used AI in production. Unauthorized use remains a serious problem. The Guangzhou Internet Court has handled roughly 700 AI face theft cases over 3 years, and in March, the Beijing Internet Court issued a landmark ruling prohibiting unauthorized AI face swaps. ByteDance removed more than 85,000 unauthorized videos earlier this year, and in July announced a crackdown on the overuse of homogeneous faces. That's all for this AI News Flash.